Well, first of all, we want to make sure we welcome everybody. Thank you for being here at graduation. Thank you to our on-duty firefighters. Thank you to our police chief, our other department heads, and certainly our graduates and their families. I'd like to introduce our village board, who has always been so supportive of our fire department, first of all, and specifically of our Citizen Fire Academy. We've got our mayor, Bill McLeod. Trustee Karen Arnett. One of the class participants that is graduating this evening. Trustee Patrick Kinane. Trustee Karen Mills is not yet here, but she's on the way. Okay. Trustee Anna Newell, another participant this year. And both Karen and Anna went through the program 20 years ago?
Yeah,
it's changed a little bit, maybe?
A lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Trustee Gary Palafis? Trustee Gary Stanton? And our village clerk, Patty Richter. Patty was also a class participant, an active participant. Unfortunately, she was sidelined midway through the class with a non-Fire Academy related injury, but we certainly appreciate your support and your participation. We'll ask the mayor just to step up and say a few words.
Well, thank you all for taking the Citizens Fire Academy. It's a great experience. You get an inside look of what the fire department does and why they go about things the way they do. My wife and I were in the first class back in 1999. We found it very interesting and fascinating. I particularly like the jaws of life myself. Ripping a car apart was a blast, but I think you all learned a lot, and that's good because you'll be ambassadors for your neighbors. You can explain things to them, why they do things a certain way. What are they doing? What are they doing? Well, you know. So we really appreciate your taking this, and it showed determination and going all those weeks, and that's just great. So thank you. Let's get out with the ceremony.
Great. Thank you very much, Mayor. Appreciate it. So I would like to officially welcome and congratulate and thank the members of our class. You guys did an outstanding job. As we always say when we talk about firefighters, when they graduate or retire, or as the case may be, we always don't just thank the firefighters, we thank their families, because obviously you were away from your families every Wednesday night for those several weeks, and the families allowed you to go, so to speak, and we certainly appreciate your support, families, and hopefully they brought back some great stories, and they learned a lot. And we just want to thank all of you so much for making this program successful. I do believe, Kurt, was this the biggest class?
In a long time.
This is our biggest class for this academy. So you guys made it that way, and thank you. We certainly want to make sure we thank our public information officer, the person that's the leader of this Citizen Fire Academy, Lieutenant Kurt Lichtenberg, and his staff of instructors, some of whom are with our crew today. As we know, they know their business. They're happy to share about what they do and why they do it, and they do an outstanding job. I am always so impressed when I sit in on class and I hear how excited they are and the passion they bring to the presentation. So I know the students appreciate it as well. So you guys survived. We hope you learned a ton and that you had fun doing it. So here in my list that I should have been prepared for, but I wasn't, so here it is. I want to just tell everybody what the topics of the different classes were that the students went through, just to give you an idea of how much was packed into these few short weeks. So we started obviously with an introduction to the fire department, a little orientation. They received, the first night, they received some of their bunker gear, some of their firefighting gear, and the rest of it was on the second night. They did some fit testing, which is the air mask fit placement. Then you did fire behavior with the dollhouse that we actually were able to light fires in, close up little areas to show how fire travels and how smoke travels, and flow path. They talked about some radio traffic. Then we did the special teams night, special operations night with this underwater rescue and recovery team, the dive team, the technical rescue team, and our hazardous materials emergency response team. The students got to put on some suits and to play with some interesting equipment at those. The next day was our water day, where they did some hose deployment. They talked about water supply and how to get supply from the hydrants, as well as use the deck gun to see how we throw a large volume of water onto bigger fires. We then went to the dispatch center in Arlington Heights, the Northwest Central Dispatch Center. We certainly are thankful that they were able to provide us with an excellent class and a demonstration. The next night was forcible entry and search. Several of the class was able to make an extra session that we held, voluntary session that was to tour our mutual aid, the MABUS, the Mutual Aid Box Alarm System headquarters in Wheeling, where I think people were surprised by how many resources we have available to us should we need it in a large-scale incident. The following night, everybody here was certified in CPR. And I know they did a great job, and I know our instructors made it fun, and they talked about emergency medical services and our emergency ambulance responses. The following night was extrication. The class got to cut up a car. And just a note, we don't ever cut patients out of cars. We always cut the car from around the patient to be able to stabilize the patient and get them out safely without doing more damage. April 30th, we had a air pack day, learning how to use the air pack. And they also got to go up for a ride in our ladder tower. It was a little bit cloudy, so I don't know that anybody was able to see Chicago that day, but I'm sure they still got a good view. And they had a good time and learned a lot. They prepared for the final session. The final session was a couple of weeks ago, and that was an actual live burn with live fire in a training tower. We appreciate Carroll Stream for allowing us to use their training tower. And they went through three evolutions, rotating different crews and different responsibilities. So they did a great job. Everybody put their mask on and did the hard work. And I think you were probably tired at the end of the night. And you probably smelled a little bit like smoke for a couple of days after that. But I know that you got a great education and got to experience kind of what the job was all about. So we thank you for that. I'm going to put you guys on the spot now for a minute. I'm going to take the microphone off here if I can. I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you to tell us what was your favorite part or something that you learned that you didn't really know. So we'll just go through really quickly.
Thank you all. Honestly, I thank every member for this great experience. I learned a lot from Kurt especially also, and thank you for the management. Honestly, these are essential skills that everyone should know about it, honestly. And I share it with my families and I practice it, like the closed door, for example. This is the essential for everyone should know it. So it's essential skills everyone should know. Thank you.
Thank you. To be honest, it's my first time here in USA, and my English, it's a little bit, but I understand everything who is Chef Kurt, and he tried to make me understand everything, and I enjoyed it. This experience, it's make me build my skills, and thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
I want to thank everybody. My favorite part, of course, was extrication. I love tearing the car apart and popping the tires. And I wanted to thank all the instructors. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Chief, and everybody. Thank you.
My two big takeaways were, one, always, this is for everybody, shut your bedroom door before you go to bed. If there's ever a fire, you want the door shut, not open. Right, Kurt? And two, learning how to properly do CPR, something we can all do, and hopefully we'll never need to do it. But if we do, I am ready. Hopefully we all are too. Thank you.
I also want to thank everyone, both our classmates, because we all work together, and all of the instructors. I love taking that car apart. That was the best part, cutting that car apart.
Thank you for the opportunity to learn what the firefighters go through. I can't really point out any one area that is any more important than what I went through. Had no idea what a firefighter goes through, and it's not an old man's job, as I found out. All right. And thank you for you guys over there for everything, and thank you, class. We all helped each other.
Thank you, Kurt, for everything, and all the guys that helped out for all the classes. And I think I liked extrication the best too. It was just fun, and there was a lot of other, just so much information to glean from every class. And just thank you for everything.
Thanks to everybody in the fire department for being part of this and giving us an opportunity. Closing the door at night was probably an important thing. Extrication is probably the best day, including the 100-foot tower ladder, being on top of that. That was great, that experience. I guess that's it. Thanks again for everything. It was also about how many different jobs there are on the fire department. How so many different people have so many different assignments when you get there. And then the leaders, you know, got to tell them all what to do, make those quick decisions. So thanks.
First and foremost, I want to thank God for giving us all the opportunity to be able to do this. Thank Kurt and his team. It was very exciting, learning so much. You can't really pinpoint exactly, but it was just so much that we realized you guys go through, and especially, yeah, that's the top about the keeping the doors closed. And the very important thing, I did not know smoke detectors had a date inside. So learning about that, just overall, learning about what you guys have to go through every single day and how many minutes you got to put that uniform on. Oh my God. But just the experience, very exciting, very informative. I'm excited. I am very happy that I had the opportunity to experience it with my team, classmates, and the staff. Thank you guys once again.
I just want to thank the fire department for helping us out, teaching us. Thanks for the class. And one of the things that I like to learn was the search. I didn't know that you had to get down on your knees and you had two people to search. That's it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. It was a great experience. I enjoyed every aspect of it. Loved breaking things open, burning things down. Thank you. Look forward to it.
First of all, yeah, thank you to the entire Hoffman Estates Fire Department. That was an amazing experience. Had no idea just how physical and how much of like a mental challenge every part of your guys' job is. I would say probably the culmination exercise was my favorite. Really just getting even a small taste of the planning that you guys have to go through and the communication required to tackle just all of the different experiences that you have to go through is pretty mind-boggling and a lot to wrap my head around. So thank you guys for everything you do.
Yeah, thank you for everything you guys do every day, every night, every weekend, every holiday. We appreciate it. Favorite part was live fire, doing that left-handed search. And we thought we were doing okay when we found the baby doll. Then we found the adult doll. Oh my goodness, that was heavy. So thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to the Hoffman Estates Fire Department and everyone involved. I think the takeaway for me was Mavis. Such a huge resource, all the different things that we have available in case of an emergency. So enjoyed the class. Thank you.
I'd like to thank thank the Hoffman Estates Fire Department for keeping us safe and for all they do. I really enjoyed how hands-on the academy was. It was a lot of fun, and I also learned a lot too, something that I wouldn't normally without doing the academy. Thank you.
Thank you to the Chief Wax, Lieutenant Lichtenberg. We did have a really good time. My actual favorite class was not the extrication. It was the hazmat class with the, I don't want to say technical, but where they showed you how to create the ropes and how they show you how to get out of mountains if you're injured, what they use to get off the mountain if you're injured, and what they do to, I played the injured victim, so of course that was my favorite class. And I also did the hazmat suit like a Gumby. So, but it was a great class. I would do it again if I needed to. It was 2003, the last class I did, so it was quite a difference, but it was just a fantastic a class for me. So thank you guys so much. It was outstanding.
Okay, now it's my turn. Okay. So not to repeat everything, but I want to say thank you to everybody who volunteered for the classes, to Chief Wax, also who did our orientation, to Lichtenberg here, who kind of had to take the handle and make sure everything was working right. My favorite, I think, was every class, because we were all together. We all worked as a team. The most important thing that we learned, and I think everybody said it, is if you're going to bed at night, close your door. That gives you that couple extra minutes that if there is a fire, and have a plan to get out of your house. That's the most important. You want to be safe. Love the forced entry. That was great. There, and as they said, it's kind of humbling. You think you got those muscles, they ain't there. Try it against a metal door. Not happening. So we learned a lot, and it was a lot of time that you guys took, plus you organizing all of this. So thank you to all of you, and you guys are on 24/7. How you guys do it, I don't know, but thank you from all of us, from the bottom of our hearts.
Can we do a switch really quick?
What's that?
Can we do a switch really quick before we do the certificates and stuff? Can we do a switch really quick? Since we do have some of the instructors here from the class, if you guys can step up here really quick. Chief Wax, Lieutenant Kurt, please come up. Sorry, Chief Wax. So on behalf of the 2025 Citizens Fire Academy class, we would like to, first of all, give you this card from the entire class. And then, Chief, if you look behind you in that box, I didn't say it was candy. You can pull it out. Be careful. So this is your new fire dog mascot. Inside is actually candy. You can lift the head off if you want to, but be very careful.
I don't trust him.
There's also candy. You can set it out.
This way, so you're on camera.
You can.
Wait, there's some more.
Yeah, there's some more. Okay. And if you guys like to salt and pepper your food, there is a magnetic salt and pepper shaker.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So,
is this from the class?
Yeah, there's from the entire class.
And
Yes.
The candy jar has a bunch of fire department vehicle stickers and a bunch of thank you stickers. So thank you to the class.
Thank you very much.
And there's extra candy in the box. So we thank you guys very much for everything.
All right, I think it's time to graduate. All right, from C to A. So we'll start with Paul Zeladum. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
Congratulations, Paul. Thank you. All right. Paul, thank you. Go over here? Yeah. All right.
Stephen Wilcox.
Congratulations. Thanks. Congratulations.
Bill Wangaro.
Good job, Bill.
Bill.
Bill, don't forget your
Patty Richter. You participated and supported us. Thank you.
I'll be
The mayor's
back.
got it.
Good job, Patty.
Congratulations, Patty.
Thank you.
Audi Raba.
Oh, yeah, good.
Did I say it?
Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
I'll try to get out of your way, Missy. Matthew Punus. this to the mayor to give to you. Kenneth Papik. Anna Newell.
There you go.
Good job, Anna.
That one. Now I got everybody. Okay. Good job. Good job.
Janine Moore.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Well done, Janine. Thank you for the enthusiasm. Appreciate it. Lilia Mabrukia.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Kevin Kinane.
Yeah. Good job, man.
Well done. Latasha Kent.
Thank you.
Audrey Quatchen. Thank you. Hannah-Laura Connolly.
Good job.
Thank you. And Dewey Connolly. We don't have a certificate for him somehow, but we'll get it to him.
Congratulations.
Dewey, congratulations.
Thank you. We'll give you that. Thank you.
Just give me the $20.
There you go. There you go. Laura Bilbray. Karen Arnett.
Good job, Karen.
Congratulations, Karen.
Thank you. Thanks for everything. Areli Alvarez. Thank you. We have two members that were unable to attend tonight, but we certainly want to recognize them. We have Sean Burke and Umberto Valencia. And Umberto's a really interesting story. He was a student at one of the colleges that was in the fire science program and just expressed an interest. He came to us, and recently we heard that he's hoping that someday he'll be able to apply for the Hoffman Estates Fire Department, so that would be really cool. Okay, so again, congratulations to our graduates. We want to encourage these students and others in our community to continue to learn about the village while gaining valuable information by attending a couple of upcoming academies, citizens academies. We've got the Public Works Citizen Academy. That's going to happen Wednesdays, 6:30 to 9, July 16th through August 27th, with graduation on September 15th. We encourage everybody to go to those. We know from last year that it's very, very popular, very, very successful, a lot of information, a lot of hands-on, a lot of education. And we can say the same thing about our Citizen Police Academy, which is this fall. For the Public Works, you can call Public Works and get some information. I'll ask Chief Cawley real quick. What night is the Police Academy? She had to step away, so. Okay, well, you'll see it in our newsletters, you'll see it on our website, so please watch for that. We know it's always a great time, and again, very, very educational. So, we want to congratulate everybody again. Thank you all.